afternoon. Today is Monday, March 2nd, 2026, 2 p.m. This Committee of Finance, Diversity, Equity, and Inclusion is called to order. Madam Clerk, please call the roll. Here.
Present.
Thank you. We have four pieces today. First is ordinance number 97-2026 by Councilmember Santana and Griffin by departmental request, an emergency ordinance authorizing the Director of Building and Housing to enter into one or more agreements with the Cuyahoga County Land Reutilization Corporation to allow the city to accept one or more payments as reimbursement to the city for conducting environmental surveys, conducting asbestos abatement, demolition of eligible structures, and final site grading under the Building Demolition and Site Revitalization Program. Director.
Mr. Chairman, firstly, I really appreciate you fitting us so quickly onto your docket. And with me today is McCoy Pizzuti, our fiscal manager, who was not anticipating being here, so he's dressed a little more casually than he would have preferred. But at any rate, this is a situation that we've run into. We were able to be the recipient of the ODOT demolition grant. That was $7.5 million, which was fantastic and really helped us be able to expand our demolition program. What we're finding, though, is that we're having a bit of a cash flow issue. And these reimbursements are coming very slowly, but we did get the first one. And so what we're asking for is legislation to enable us to take that reimbursement and replenish our demolition funds, which have, they're quite low right now. And so we do need to do that. So that is our request from you. And do you have anything to add? Okay.
Okay. Councilwoman Santana relieved this from DPS. Do we have any questions regarding this fund? Councilman Bishop?
Can you elaborate on these funds are to replenish the accounts for demolition? Can you elaborate on it?
Yes, through the chair to the councilman, we were able to obtain $7.5 million. Was it 10? It's really 10. $10 million. Yeah, it was. We get a 75% reimbursement, but we have to front the funds, which we've done. And now we're getting the money back slowly by submitting all of our receipts. And as the money has come back, what we're asking you for is authorization to, instead of letting that go to the general fund, replenishing our demo fund with that money, which is what we're relying on to continue operating the demo fund.
Okay. So through the chair to the council, to the director, do you have? Can I get a list of properties that's slated for demo in my ward?
Through the chair to the councilman, yes, we have a whole spreadsheet of
Okay.
what we
All right. Thank you,
money.
Mr. President.
Thank you.
And that'd be good for, I think, if you could let all of us get that, it'd be great.
Thank you, Mr.
If all of us could get that, it'd be great.
Absolutely.
All right, thank you. All right, any other questions regarding ordinance number 97-2026?
President.
Councilman Starr?
So through this ordinance, number 97, correct? This is an opportunity for us to partner with the Cuyahoga County Land Bank. Is this through their program, or who is this through?
So through the chair to the councilman, so we've had 2 iterations of this grant over the past 3 years. This is the second one where we've carried out all the demolitions, but the CCLRC was the grantee and we were the sub-grantee. So you all gave us authorization for that some time ago, and now we're getting reimbursed on the back end, and we need authorization from you just to be able to put that money back in demo instead of having it go into the general fund. And we are counting on that money to continue doing demolition. So it will be $7.5 million coming back to the city that we would like to put right back into demolition so we can keep recycling that money to do demolitions.
All right, through that recycle program, with the regards to the $7.5 million in reimbursement, how many structures are projected to be demolished under this funding through the chair?
From the chair to the council member, roughly around probably 500 some demolition buildings would be through there. About a year, a conservative estimate would be a year's worth of demolitions.
So through the chair, you said 500?
Including demolition, surveys, and abatements total, correct?
Oh, man. Okay. And then if you say about 500, so what would you estimate the average cost per property for possibly from the environmental study or surveys and the abatement part for demolition and grading?
Through the chair to the councilman, it depends on project size, because we have demolished some larger buildings with that money as well. Single-family homes typically somewhere 12,000 or less. And then as you get larger and you have industrial buildings, which some of them were, this is really just the back-end accounting process of, a program that we've been doing for several years to just take the money and recycle it back into demo.
Okay, and through this program or through this actual ordinance, or do we have anything from building housing to provide like a public dashboard listing of demolitions properties, something that can see in real time these properties are on this list, projected time frame when they might come down, and how they work through the demolition process? Because demolition gets everybody excited. So how do we make sure we have performance metrics and transparency at the top front? Through the chair.
Through the chair to the councilman, building and housing data is all on open data, and obviously we can circulate the spreadsheet as well. So
And then from that standpoint, similar to how Councilman Bishop requested, obviously, and the council president through the chair requested, giving us a list of potential properties. I know for a fact that I do ride-alongs, and I sent over a list to, I always carbon copy the director on it, but I also sent it to demo team, letting them know to possibly get this project on place. And then also I will ask just a couple questions around workforce and local hiring impact. With this opportunity for this type of amount of demolitions of 500 properties, $7.5 million in reimbursement, will the demolition contracts include local hiring requirements as a part of this project? Is there something we can do to make sure that that's the top priority?
yes, through the chair to the councilman, they're all local people. A lot of them are minority contractors that are in our demolition program.
Yes, and then through that standpoint, are minority and women-owned contractors participating in this?
Through the chair to the councilman, yes, absolutely. The bulk of our contractor base would meet that description.
And then also, with this coming to you, do we have like a tight deadline to get this out? Because I know it was relieved through DPS. Can you talk about the reason why you needed it here today,
Yes.
if need be?
Yes, through the chair to the councilman, we're very dependent on this money coming in to continue doing demolitions. We've run through our money, and we are relying on this reimbursement to keep carrying us forward. And so, yes, we were very grateful that the chairwoman was allowing us out of the DPS committee for this, because we are in what you might call a cash flow bind because of the speed with which we've been getting these reimbursements, very slow. We anticipate getting the full 7.5 million, but the first batch I think was like 725,000, and we need to get that back in the coffers so that we can keep moving forward.
Yes, and I thank you for just that understanding, because when I look at things, when it comes to workforce, I'm always looking at to make sure we have some metrics in place to ensure that local is hiring, as well as advocating for minorities as well to participate on projects of all projects in the city of Cleveland. But I do see what we're doing. I understand the need to get this in place, and I look forward to working with your office so we can be able to work on these demolitions related to ordinance number 97-2026. And I yield, Chair.
Thank you. All right. Any other questions, Councilman Brian Casey?
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. To the director, how much do we already put into demolition out of the general fund?
So through the chair to the councilman, we've allocated nothing through the general fund for demolition. We were operating off of ARPA funds that had been given to us back in 2022 when we first came in, and then these 2 iterations of the grant. So the coffers are quite slim presently,
Okay.
which is why this is so critical, getting this money immediately put back into the demolition fund.
And then how much, Mr. Chairman, to the director, was this again? 7? Did you say 7?
Well, through the chair to the councilman, for right now, it's about $750K that's coming in. The reimbursements are coming kind of slow through the state, through CCLRC, so it's taking time. Eventually, we'll get 7.5 million, which is approximately what we use in a year for demolition.
Okay, and then Mr. Chairman, to the director, that 7.5 million is from grants?
Yes, it was from the state of Ohio, ODOD.
Okay, so, Mr. Chairman, to the director, the question is, sort of like we're doing now with the capital stuff, if we continue to reimburse you for the demolitions, will you then turn around and reimburse the general fund for this? Or does this legislation always say that money that is gathered for demolition goes back into demolition?
This, through the chair to the councilman, this piece of legislation is enabling anything that comes back from the ODOD demolition grant to go back into demolition.
Okay. And then, Mr. Chairman, to the director, is it the city that applies, is it your department that applies for the grants?
Through the chair to the councilman, we were a subgrantee of Cuyahoga Land Reutilization Corporation.
Okay.
They were the only entity, state, county land banks were the only people that could apply for the ODOD demolition funds. So this was a subgrantee arrangement.
Okay, all right, thank you, Mr. Chairman. Thank you, Director.
All right, thank you. Seeing no other questions, ordinance number 97-2026 stands approved. Please sign on.
Thank you very much.
Next three pieces, I believe, are council pieces. First is resolution number 235-2026 by Councilmember Jones, an emergency resolution endorsing and urging the Ohio General Assembly to enact House Bill 461 that requires all county and municipal correction facilities and state correctional institutions to provide deaf, hard of hearing, or severely speech impaired inmates access to typewriters at no cost. And this one was introduced by Councilman Jones. Do we have any questions or conversations about resolution number 235-2026? Seeing no questions, resolution number 235-2026 stands approved. Please sign on. All right, next is resolution number 239-2026 by Councilmembers Starr, Bishop, Hudson, and Jones, an emergency resolution opposing House Bill 661 and any legislation that prohibits middle and high school students from earning lawful compensation from their name, image, or likeness, and affirming support for student athletes to pursue NEOL opportunities while maintaining their educational and athletic participation. Any of the sponsoring members of council would like to make any comments? Councilman Starr?
Yes, Council President. Just a couple of different things I definitely want to shine out or highlight from this. House Bill 661, just for us, for me, as one of the sponsors, is something that I wanted to make sure people understand the key provisions with regard of that House bill. If passed, the bill will bar middle and high school athletes from earning money or receiving other compensations tied to their name, image, or likeness. Deals with companies, sponsors, posts, endorsements linked to athletic participation. And this is something that I think will hurt the context of what's going on currently in the field environment. I know when I played sports some years ago, there was a time where you did not play all year round. Nowadays, kids are playing all year round, all seasonal, nonstop, and a lot of different companies are making money off of their name, image, and likeliness. And for this to be able to be a sponsored bill that is introduced from Columbus just shows the disconnect of what is actually going on in our community. And what I mean by that is not allowing kids to be able to accept some type of compensation from their name, image, or likeliness can do more damage, in which you can have these these student athletes who are good athletes who see the impact of their profession or their sport that they play, turn it into a point where other people are making money off of them. Therefore, now they have to make a decision: do they want to continue to play the sport or try to figure out how to put food on their table for themselves? So with this new NIL and all these different deals, a lot of these kids are using their social media platforms to get contracts and sponsor deals. And I think it should be something that they should be allowed to do, because it's better than them having to stand on the corner or start hustling or doing anything. So I just want to make sure we understand that it matters that we support our student athletes and be there for them, and also understand that opposing or getting rid of NIL deals for our young middle and high school will do more damage than they think it would. And that's all I have, Council President.
Thank you. Any other comments regarding that ordinance?
So moved.
All right, seeing no other conversations. Go ahead, Councilman.
Started talking. So with this bill, are you looking to, once we move it forward, are you looking to visit, to testify in Columbus? Are you that strongly about it?
Yes, to the Council President, to Councilman Conwell, yes, I am.
Let me know. I'll go down there with you. All right?
No problem.
Thank you. Goodbye. Thank you.
All right, thank you. All right, seeing no other questions, ordinance number 239-2026 stands approved. Next is resolution number 240-2026 by Council Members Starr, Shaw, and Griffin, an emergency resolution supporting and urging the Ohio General Assembly to enact House Bill 543 to establish the Food Desert Elimination Grant Program and affirming the City of Cleveland's commitment to expanding access to healthy, affordable food. Director, or any, and the director is here, any council members want to make a comment regarding this piece of legislation? Councilman Starr?
Yes, House Bill 543 is a bill that is sponsored by Representative Williams, as well as my state rep, Terrence Upchurch. Yes, good guy. One of the things that House Bill 543 will create a food desert elimination grant program to help small and independent food retailers in underserved and low-income areas stock fresh, nutritious food. They're going to also provide grants up to about $15,000 per retailer for the supported of the initiative $200,000. So if you understand how things work downstate, first you got to actually get the program up and running, provide some little bit of funding for the program, and also then it can outline possibly more dollars to help support the initiative. We know that when you do not have good quality foods in your neighborhood, it becomes a health problem for you and your family later on down the road. So I commend the work and the leadership of State Representative Terrence Upchurch for bringing this initiative to the forefront and being a sponsor of this program, and I look forward to us being able to utilize this program to help deal with a lot of the food desert elimination areas in our neighborhoods.
Thank you. Madam Clerk, can you please add Councilman Michael Polincic? And I will state as well, Councilwoman Jasmine Santana would like to be added to that. And just for the record, I strongly support this as well. Too many of our areas have gaps in service where it comes to fresh food. And really at some point in time, I really would like, I know that we have a food insecurity person for the health department. And Councilman Conwell, I know we just got out of chairs meeting, but at some point in time, I'd like to hear what their assessment is of our landscape is regarding food accessibility, because I think too many people in our community use discount dollar stores and grocery and corner stores in order to get some of their vital purchases. And it would be good to understand about WIC and understand the access that the community has to fresh produce and fresh meat and other things as well. Okay?
Mr. President, as well as SNAP, and the direction SNAP is going into this year.
Would you like to be added as a co-sponsor to this?
Yeah, put me down as a co-sponsor.
Could you also add Councilman Kevin Conwell, Councilman Kevin Bishop, anybody else? All right. If you could add Councilman Conwell and Councilman Bishop. Seeing no other questions, resolution number 240-2026 stands approved. This Committee of Finance, Diversity, Equity, and Inclusion is called to adjourn by the call of the chair.